Welcome and happy Thanksgiving. Today is the day before Thanksgiving, and so I want to do some cooking today, some cooking tomorrow, split it up to where I don't have to do it all in one day. Tomorrow, us and our family are going to do Thanksgiving, a meal around 2 p.m., so I won't have a ton of time to cook tomorrow, so I'm going to cook some stuff today. I just put Woody down for a nap, so I'm just now around lunchtime getting to cooking things, which is fine. And we wanted to just bring y'all along for a Thanksgiving vlog. We've done one of these vlogs for the last several years in a row, and we wanted to bring y'all with us. We get comments from people who are not able to get out and go to Thanksgiving gatherings, or they're older and a lot of their family has gone on, and we want to be family for you. We want to be family for everybody, and we want to welcome everybody to our, family life, our family, celebrations like Thanksgiving and things. But especially, I feel like we have just a place in our heart for the people who are just not able to celebrate maybe in the way that they used to be able to, and that's very lonely. So we want to bring you along with us, bring everyone along with us here for this Thanksgiving vlog. I was washing dishes, trying to get the kitchen ready. It was a little bit messy for going in there to cook, and I was listening to Dole Dykes. We've mentioned him on the channel before. He is a friend of ours, a wonderful musician and wonderful family, and we've had the pleasure of getting to meet him, and our Uncle Paul has got to play some music with him, and just what a blessing to know them and have them in our life. I was listening to his latest Sunday string along, and it was a Thanksgiving program. I'm not even all the way through. I'm just a little bit of the way through. I was listening to it while I was washing dishes. What a blessing. So if you've not seen that, you probably haven't. I will leave a link in the description for you to go and watch that. Oh my gosh, you talk about some talented musicians. Holy cow. And it just was such a blessing. Some of the songs that this young lady was singing were just, oh my gosh, like so beautiful, and Thanksgiving to the Lord, and wow, I just felt so moved by that. So that's very nice, and I'll leave a link in the description for you to go and watch that. And for us this time of year, Thanksgiving, that's what I tend to think about. That's what our focus tends to be, is just thankful for our family and thankful most of all to God. And of course, we're going into this season where we're going to be celebrating Christmas and the birth of Jesus, and so your mind just starts to think about those things and trying to make sure that you have your mind in the right places and not get too caught up in the hecticness of, traveling or cooking or meals and planning and different things. There's so much joy in that, but keeping our minds on God, I think, is so important, or it's been so important for me. So that was something that I wanted to share. My Bible verse of the day, we have a guy in our community, and I actually have another guy, Sean, who sends me really awesome stuff too, so I thank you so much for that. But Bible verse, there's a guy in our community locally here, and he sends out Bible verses every day. It's just a big text thread. And so this one today, this is 1 Chronicles 16:34. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good, and his mercy endureth forever. So true. And then I really like what Sean sent, and it's this beautiful picture. I don't know where he gets these things, but it's really pretty. Enter into his gates with thanksgiving, and into his courts with praise. Be thankful unto him, and bless his name. So those are just wonderful thoughts to kind of have on our heart as we go into Thanksgiving and go into this Christmas season. So on my menu to cook is mac and cheese, apple cider. I just thought it'd be fun. We don't usually have like, Cokes or tea or water or stuff like that to drink, but we usually don't have something hot like that. And then I want to make a pumpkin cream pie. That's my goal, and that's kind of a lot. So I'm going to quit talking and get to it. The first thing I'm going to do is start the apple cider, because I'm going to do the apples, and there's I think recipe calls for an orange and a cinnamon stick, some sugar, and I'm going to put that in my Instapot. It has like a slow cooker function, and it's just going to cook down for several hours. So I need to go ahead and get that started. And then what I want to do, and I know I got to go start cooking, because I've not even started yet, but I get excited talking to you guys. And then I want to take the peels. I'm going to go ahead and peel these apples and of course core them. I want to make jelly out of that. So I will also, in the next couple days, probably not today, in the next couple days, get that on the stove and turn it into liquid, and I may freeze that liquid until I can get to it to make jelly out of. I also have some beautiful beauty berry juice in my freezer waiting on me to make jelly. So that's my first thing, and I think I would like to try to at least do the mac and cheese today. And then Austin is supposed to be getting off early today, which is nice. Of course, he has Thanksgiving and the next day off, but I didn't know, I didn't think he would get the day before off early. So he's supposed to get off early, which is nice. Okay, that was a big intro. And now let's go to the kitchen. All right, so we will start here. Check out that onion that was sprouting over in a basket in the corner. Isn't that kind of crazy? Those onions just need to be processed because they're kind of going bad, and I had them out here on this cutting board and I've not got to it yet. So I'm gonna scoot the onions to the side and work on the apples. Another thing that I'll show you before we get started is, so I've been into making vinegar recently. Look at the bubbles. This is, can you guess? Can you see them? Banana peels. So I didn't know that you could make vinegar out of banana peels. So I have been just slowly adding peels to it. Woody loves bananas. Sometimes I put them in a protein shake. So I have been slowly adding banana peels to that jar. And there's so many things that you can pretty much make vinegar out of anything. It's so exciting. It's just, I love making stuff in the kitchen. Rain Country here on YouTube, I think I've talked about her. I talked about her in a recent video when I showed making some vinegar. I would leave her video all about vinegar in the description below. She has more than one because she has a wealth of information. Really cool. So the first thing I'm gonna do is put on my apron that my wonderful friend Rachel got me. Thank you, Rachel. She has a matching apron too, because I destroy my clothes. I'm so bad about not wearing an apron, and then I wonder why all my clothes are so ratty. So I'm gonna be good and put on my apron. So these are just Granny Smith apples. I got these from the grocery store. There's nothing fancy or special about them. That's just kind of what I had access to at the time. So these things are so handy though. So that is one apple, and I have about 9 more left to do. There's some things in the kitchen that yield themselves to more than one use at the same time. I don't know of a better way to say it than that. But apples is one of them, because you can use all these peelings. Of course, I'm going to make jelly with them. You can make vinegar with them. There's a lot that you can do. So from the grocery store, sure, I could have just bought apple cider, and it would have taken a lot less time. It would have been more expensive. But then buying the apples, I get the joy of making apple cider. I love making things in the kitchen. And then you can decide the ingredients and the quality of the ingredients and how much sugar you want to add. But then you're going to get jelly and apple cider for still cheaper than you would have been able to buy apple cider for. And I'm going to turn this into Christmas gifts. So I have to tell you something a little bit funny. Yesterday, I was thinking about today, what I was going to cook, and I was thinking about this recipe, and I remembered, or I thought I remembered, oh no, I didn't get an orange at the grocery store. What am I going to do? And I thought about it, and I told Austin, and I said, I don't want you to have to go to the grocery store for just an orange. Like, he actually had went to the grocery store the day before. And then he said, well, if you just need an orange, there's oranges at work. Can I just grab one? I said, yeah, grab me two. And he brings these oranges home. Not this orange. He brings oranges home, and he takes them over to the fruit bowl on the counter over there, and he says, Corey, there's 2 oranges in here. I said, Austin, not only am I sorry, but I'm really glad that I didn't make you go to the grocery store when for some reason, I just really thought I didn't get them, but I got 2 of them. So I was really glad that he didn't have to go to the grocery store. But we got 2 more oranges, which is always nice to have around. So I will save these orange peels and I will dry them. You can do different things with dried orange peels. You could candy these orange peels, and I'm actually going to do that for people for Christmas, but I'll probably just dry these. and you can run them through a coffee grinder, and you can have orange zest. There's lots of stuff that you can do. Or obviously you could also just send them to the compost, and they're good for the garden too. Here's some cinnamon sticks. The recipe calls for 4 of them. 2, 3, 4, there we go. And then the only other thing I forgot that the recipe calls for is cloves. I would say that's about a teaspoon. 6 tablespoons of sugar. There we go. And I'll keep an eye on it. The next thing is to make the sauce for the macaroni. The noodles are done, so I've got all my stuff over here. I've got some cheese, and I got a little too fast with the cheese grater, so I had to put a Band-Aid on. The last couple times I have used my cheese grater, I just got, I guess, doing it too fast, and I grated my finger. So of course I'm just making a roux for this macaroni here. So that was my milk, and then this is heavy cream. So this is thickened up quite nicely, and I'm gonna add some seasonings there. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of Dijon mustard. This is just a recipe I got offline. I'll leave it in the description. Now it's got that pretty yellow color. This cheese is just a mix of some different cheddars. I decided to go ahead and mix it in this big pot because I just wasn't sure that all this pasta would fit in that little pot. This is just the pot that I boiled the pasta in. I was afraid that casserole dish would be a little bit too big, but that fit in there perfectly. I'm going to just bake it at 350 for 12 or 15 minutes or so. It is now several hours later after supper, and this apple cider doesn't have long. 54 minutes is not a lot compared to 6 hours that it's been slow cooking in the Instapot here. While that is going, I'm going to at least get started on this pumpkin cream pie. So this is a dry vanilla pudding mix from the store. Usually, to be honest, I don't eat this stuff because it's kind of junky, but this is what the recipe calls for, and I enjoy making this pie. This is heavy cream. This is half and half, and it's in this strange container because I didn't buy any because I know I won't use it before it all goes bad, but my mom buys it, so I borrowed some from her. That is cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves. The recipe calls for just a pinch of all of them, so I just do a couple shakes. So this has come up to heat and it is bubbling. So I'm just trying to make sure it gets thick enough. You like the muffin that Aunt Katie made? Is that pretty good? Is it pretty good? Say yep. Say I like this muffin, Aunt Katie. Happy Thanksgiving. Today, the day I'm filming this, is Thanksgiving. It's a pretty day out. It's cold. Last night got slightly chaotic. I was trying to finish up the apple cider, and then I realized it was really hot, and Woody was running around at my feet crying until I thought I'll just put this in the fridge and strain it out in the morning, which I still have to do today. But I went ahead and finished the pie, and I'm so glad I did it. That's one less thing I have to do today. And then 2, it'll end up being a better pie because it'll have time to set up. So I went ahead and did that last night. So kind of 2 things that have been slightly unexpected, but it's okay. Austin has not been feeling good since Monday, and we're trying to, we've been trying to figure out what's going on. He's been traveling so much with hunting, not sleeping great, and he thought he had a sinus infection. He thinks now maybe it's like upper respiratory infection. So really up until today, I've just kind of went the whole time thinking, well, maybe he'll just stay down here and me and Woody will go up. And I was a little bit disappointed because me and Austin have spent exactly one Thanksgiving together, kind of with the normal festivities. It was the one before we got married, because usually he's hunting, which is fine because he has days off of work, so he can stack days and kind of make the most of his time off. So I'm so glad that he's going to get to be with me. And listen, before people come for me in the comments and say you're going to spread sickness, I prayed about it last night, laying down in the bed. I said, God, just give us discernment. I don't want to make anyone sick. Let us know what we should do. It's been since Monday, and me and Woody are not sick. So I feel okay. We feel comfortable. This is just the decision we've made. We're obviously not going to be in anyone's face. So really, that's just that. The second unexpected thing that has happened, last night, I discovered that Olive has fleas. She's never had fleas before, and I am worried about my house getting taken over with fleas. So it's been a slight adventure today between, trying to let Austin rest and take care of him, and then the whole routine you have to do when a dog has fleas, and, all that kind of stuff. So it's been it's been an adventure, to say the least. And last night, I will not lie, I was so overwhelmed. I washed Olive's, once I realized she had fleas, I started looking stuff up and figuring out how am I going to get rid of fleas. And our old dog years ago had fleas, and I remember the flea comb and the flea bass and all those things. So also, please comment below and let me know, your tips for getting rid of fleas. But last night, of course, yesterday I gave her a bath, and we did a flea comb, and I had special shampoo and all this stuff, and washed her crate blankets. And then I was vacuuming out her crate, and I was like, okay, I see maybe where these fleas have been. But I'm going somewhere with this. I've got something I want to share with you. There I was at like 8, going on 9 o'clock, trying to vacuum the crate and put the blankets back in and figure out what I'm going to do about the fleas. And Austin is sick and is even going to get to come to Thanksgiving, and Bubby is fussy and it's past his bedtime, and trying to finish up the pie and the apple cider. And I just had this moment of peace, and I believe that was God. And I was like, God, you just give me the strength. And I said, God, there's so, I just felt this. There's so much to be thankful for. The flea fiasco, and Austin not feeling good pales in comparison to so many things, and things could be so much worse. And so there's so much to be thankful for. God is so good. And with Thanksgiving and Christmas, this just feels for us like the season as a family to just really try to focus on God. And of course, you really should always do that. But there's so much to be thankful for. And I found out this morning that one of our friends, her mom passed away. And her mom was older. Her mom was in her 80s. But, that just hit me. I feel so bad. There's so many people I know who this is going to be their first Thanksgiving without their loved one. And it hurts my heart for those people. And, I also think about Granny, and I think, is this her last Thanksgiving? And not that you're trying to be morbid, but just trying to enjoy time with family and be aware of that. And even amid the chaos, I can hear Woody in there fussing right now. There's just so much to be thankful for. God is so good. But before I go, I want to read you today's devotional, if I can do it with my weak arm. So November 27th is today. Powerful message. The message of the cross is foolishness to those who are perishing, but to us who are being saved, it is the power of God. And that's 1 Corinthians 1:18. Christ's sacrifice, his humble life, death, and resurrection is the power of God made manifest in the earth. The message of the cross is that God's love knew no end. It knew no boundary or stopping point. Christ's sacrifice removed any barrier that remained between God and humanity. Through Christ, we come to the Father without blame, blemish, or fear. Jesus is our Savior, and there is no other like him. As the Son of God, he did not sin. He did, however, live the human experience. He knew hunger, he knew weariness, and he knew the blame of others thrown at him. Still, he chose to come. He chose to extend mercy. He chose to die when the grave could not keep him. He chose to rise again. What a powerfully humble and beautifully compassionate God. Jesus, would you give me greater insight into the power of your love that compelled you to go to the cross? I want to know you more in spirit and in truth. Thank you for providing a way of help, salvation, and freedom. So I've been working on this for a minute, trying to figure out the easiest way to do it. And the easiest way I've found is to just stir it, keep it moving, stir it. You're pushing the liquid through the sieve, and then, of course, I'm just discarding the solid. After much straining and a gigantic mess, this is what I've got left. This is my first time making apple cider, if you can't tell. And I don't know if I did it wrong, like if there's an easier way to do it, but I had a really hard time trying to get this to thin out and not basically be like a thick applesauce drink. Maybe if I had hung it from a jelly bag and just let it drip and take its time, maybe that would have done the trick. I'm not sure. So if you know the trick to making apple cider and getting it thin enough, let me know. So that's not a ton of apple cider, but I'm going to take what I made Thanksgiving.
The day before.
Well, it is the day before. We are in the kitchen. Really, Mom and Dad are in the kitchen. Ira's napping. I am ready to help in whatever capacity that I can. And that's what we are doing here. That's where our Thanksgiving prep starts. The day before. Because there's a lot to do and there's a lot of people to feed and we can't get it all done in one day. So
that's true.
We got to start here.
Starting today.
Tell me what we got to do.
We're going to make dressing. Do the sweet potatoes, at least the first step.
Okay.
And did I say sweet potatoes? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and I might make some rolls today just to get ahead too, and then make some tomorrow too.
I hope you do.
And
try one out for lunch.
the deer roast and the turkey. Yeah, I'm like, well, that seems awful easy. I have to do the deer roast. Matt will do that tonight, and then we'll do the turkey tonight. Get it ready.
Cool, that's right. You already saw Corey is working on her part of it, and this is going to be our part.
Mm-hmm.
Mom and Dad usually do most of the cooking, most of everything. Of course, they've always done that. When me and Corey were kids, they would ask us if we wanted to help, involve us if we'd want to be involved. Some years we'd want to help, other years we'd want to go around and play and do whatever. I want to help this year. I want to make sure that I know how to do all this. So one day, if y'all can't, I can.
So next year, I think we should practice that. And you and your sister do it all, and me and your mama will sit in here and eat Cheetos and watch TV.
And you'll have to watch Boy 1 and Boy 2.
That's all right.
That'd be all right. We'll just play the kids while y'all do all the
We
cooking.
could.
You could try it.
We'd see how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
It's dressing time.
What I may do is do the eggs while you're doing that, and then you, once you get that done, you can tear up these little bits of toast in it.
Okay. We have a whole cake of cornbread. That's part of this recipe. So I'm gonna break it up. I'm gonna break up the toast. I'll put a picture. Mama, can I share this? Put a picture of the recipe. It's not like we didn't think no special recipe.
Or you can link it to link to the one on the blind pig to be easier.
Yeah. So the people watching, if you guys wanna know about it, we'll share it like that. Mom was reading it out earlier, but in case you didn't catch it.
Oh, pretty.
We'll share it. I've asked everybody over the last week or two, because I've been thinking about it, about what their favorite Thanksgiving meal is. Dad, I mean, maybe you could just say what your favorite thing of what we do is, you know, like your favorite.
I'm not a turkey fan. I mean, I can eat it, but there's stuff I like way better than turkey, such as when Mama made the ham.
Oh yeah, she did a good
Now,
job.
and Kim does the ham, and I'd way rather have the ham as
Kim does a good job too.
as the turkey, but I like the ham and I like your mama's rolls and the dressing and the cranberry sauce. Those 4 things together is enough for me. And then for dessert, or what I would call dessert, is your mama's sweet potatoes.
Oh yeah.
That's my favorite parts of all this. And then after you let that digest and percolate for a little while, then you come back and get some of that coconut cake, Aunt Kim's, and then it's nap time.
Then it's nap time. Lights out.
It's time to turn on Gunsmoke and close your eyes.
There you go. Yeah, yeah. We must think alike, because what you said was your favorite is pretty much mine. Down even to the combination of like
Yeah.
cranberry sauce with the dressing, the ham, and the rolls. It's the perfect.
It's pretty good, ain't it?
It's quite literally delicious. Hey, so
That's
is this good?
Start tearing them
Okay.
apart.
One year we did this, and nobody could tell a difference. We did it with gluten-free toast, and it was just as good. You literally couldn't tell. It was good. So people call the dressing stuffing, dressing.
Yeah, and a lot of people
That's
actually
interesting.
put it inside the turkey, but we don't never do that.
I guess that's stuffing. They stuff it into the turkey. Yeah, I'm kind of real picky about how I want the dressing done. Some people put chicken in their dressing. I don't like that. Not that there's anything wrong with it. That's just a personal preference of mine. I say you don't have to put the chicken in there with it because you're gonna eat meat, you know, like the turkey, the ham, whatever else, you know. So I don't know. I'm being really thorough about this. I'll try to speed her along.
So you got some broth thawed out, you say?
Yeah, got it on the stove for you, and then the butter's
Okay.
melting over there.
It does make me wonder how your grandpa come up with this recipe. If he just come up with it, or if he knew about it, or he knew of something that somebody did and he put his own twist on it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Makes me wonder. I wish I'd have asked. I know you're like, come on, what are you doing? Trying to be really thorough. I want it to all be even.
It's all right. You're doing a fine job.
Stuff ain't as easy to break up as the cornbread was.
I'll help you.
There you go. We'll go a little bit faster. My OCD is like, all the pieces have to be the same size. They really need to be the same size.
It'll all mash up together.
It's true. It'll all just. Corey, over the last year or so, has made that pumpkin cream pie. I remember when she made that and brought it over here the first time. Oh, so now that's what we request of her. Is she'll do that occasionally. You know, some years past she's done pumpkin roll. That's also really good. But we have pumpkin pie, which it's funny. Like, and then we're gonna have. I'm like too much pumpkin, so then she does the pumpkin cream pie, which is also a pumpkin pie. But that's okay.
You know what your papa says about pumpkin pie.
I heard you in here. I'd never heard him say that.
I've heard it lots and lots in the past. You'd eat a piece of pie, and the next day you'd kill a deer, and he'd say, "Eat pumpkin pie, you kill deers." And the joke is, when we was down there hunting, I think maybe one of the first times he done it, he killed a deer the next day, and 2 or 3 of them come down there to his camper the next day and said, "You got any of that pie left?" Because they hadn't killed anything.
That's funny. That is funny. Alright, there is all of that goodness.
Now we're gonna put the eggs in,
The chopped eggs, there we go.
and then we're gonna have to do vegetables.
Yeah, oh yeah. Now this is fun because this is gonna be a left-handed dressing since I'm left-handed. Hold on, I could probably switch hands. Let's find out. I could probably do just as good if I did it like this. I don't know. This is kind of harder than what I thought it would be. Look out, I'm using a knife with a hand that I don't usually use it with. I don't know, I'm good. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll go back to my left hand. I'm much faster like that.
And chop them up a little fine.
Okay. The only reason they're not as fine is because I had to do it with my right hand. I just wanted to
I'm
see
not
if
a
I
big
could.
celery kind of guy, but the things that I do eat it in, I like it to be a little finer. And I'm a little bit that way about onions too.
Really?
Something about them being chopped up a little finer makes it more okay in my brain.
Well, listen, I'm not a celery person. I don't like celery. I don't even
I
like.
love celery cooked, but I
No.
don't like it raw at
I
all.
don't even. I don't like it raw at all. Yeah, I don't like the way it smells raw. Like right now, I don't. This
I
is
love
all
the smell
wrong.
of it, but
I
just
don't like it.
Don't like to eat it raw. It's like pulling a stalk or something on the bank out here and eating it. To me.
It's spicy. I don't. That's the only way I know to put it. You think that's good?
Yeah, I think that'll work. That ain't nowhere near the amount of cups that it says in the recipe, but that's gonna be enough because that's all we're doing.
Well, and this is the cool thing. You make it how you want it to be, and it's how you
You
like
wanna do
it.
the
Then you do
onion,
it.
or you want me to do it?
I will. Yeah, we're gonna put this whole thing in there.
Yeah, we might put the other in there too.
You could use your thing you had out to chop them unless you want them finer than that. But you may want them
Yeah, I
finer.
want them finer than that.
Yeah.
Listen, I usually use a little paring knife to pull this.
Well, go get you a paring knife.
I can use this big knife for the same way. Probably if I'm careful. My hands are slick from the celery that I was a chopping. I hear the butter. It's talking.
What's it saying? I can tell you what it's saying.
What's it saying?
More butter, more better.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it's saying. Come here, stay right there. I need you to stay put for this to go right. If it's the celery's in tiny chunks, it somehow makes you feel like you can hide it.
Seems more palatable.
Yeah. And my eyes are already eyes are already watering. Does this look all backwards to you since I'm left-handed?
Not so much now. I'm kind of used to you being left-handed.
Lord, I need some sunglasses.
Making your eyes water.
Oh yeah.
We're about done with that.
Okay. Toast and cornbread.
I think that one onion will probably be enough.
Yeah, it kind of looks pretty good to me. Okay,
So now
now we season.
we season.
Salt.
Salt. Good pepper.
I will say sometimes Dad goes light on the first little round of seasoning here because once we get all of this incorporated, we're gonna try a bite. And then
Then
if
we're
we,
gonna taste.
yeah, if we decide it needs something, we can do that then. Got the sage?
This sage, I just do it by sight.
Once everything has an even green coat.
Right. Now we're gonna do some mustard. That's a teaspoon.
Ooh, man, that sage is like wafting over here.
Gonna do a couple of tablespoons of mustard to begin with.
You want me to squeeze it out in that thing and you hold the tablespoon?
Anybody miss the days of the glass jars?
Yeah.
I hate those things.
It's annoying.
Alright. A little bit of this cider vinegar. You start out with one goes, that stuff, a little bit of that goes a long ways.
Alright,
Now,
this is what we have.
we're gonna do a little bit of broth. This is actually turkey broth from last year.
Awesome.
And
Hot? Yeah.
a stick of melted butter.
Try to get ready to mix.
Ready to mix. Start mixing her up and then we'll give it a taste in a little while.
This is my favorite part. This is why I want to get in on the dressing, so I can just do this right here.
And start squeezing it. There you go.
That way you can.
If it gets a little dry, let me know and I'll put you some more broth in.
Okay. This way you can really get a feel for what it's going to actually be like when it goes in to cook. When you get your hands on it. But we'll cook it tomorrow.
Yeah. And I usually make it a little wet because it's going to sit in the refrigerator and some of that liquid will evaporate. So I make it a little wetter than you normally would because it is going to cook and that'll evaporate some of it. And that way it's not as dry.
We like it. It smells so good. If you were to just eat it just like this, you wouldn't be sorry.
It's actually good raw. It's actually better raw than cooked, I think. And your mama likes it better that way too.
Oh, Mama unplugged the light. Oops. All right, you can feel it. I mean, and see what you think. It could probably
I can
stand.
tell by looking at it, it's a little dry.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it could probably stand more. There we go. Back in the lights. You can just dump the rest of it. Is what I
And
do.
it's
There you
actually
go.
not hardly green enough.
Do you want more celery?
More sage.
More sage, I see. This is probably my favorite. The dressing probably is my favorite out of everything. It probably really is.
And for those people that have digestive problems, this will light it up.
Yeah. I talked about that, the heartburn, because we'll eat this stuff for days, and by the 5th day, your heartburn's so bad, you're like, dude, if there's anything extra, we just gotta hurry up and eat it and move on to the next thing. But it's so good, but it's that sage will burn you up, and the onions in it, but it's so good. Man, it's so good. It's my favorite. This mixed with the cranberry sauce is like, yep, and the rolls, I know the rolls are good too. All right, I think that's probably done.
This is where we go through 46 forks.
I've been straightening up, but
Sorry, it's gonna be, I've got this all over my hands. You'll probably have it all over yours. I gotta get a bite with like a little bit of everything. Dad's already working on it. He's like, oh no, not the celery though. I don't need that.
So it needs some of that.
I'll just do like this so I don't get no celery.
And it definitely needs some of this. You want sage, Mom?
I just thought that's what you was reaching for.
Mm.
I think it's good, it's whatever, but I don't taste much sage though.
Bite like that. Yeah, that's good. That's coming along. It's pretty close. I think anyway. A little bit more of that.
And it also needs some more of that.
It tastes pretty good to me.
It did taste good.
Sister, whip that around and we'll give up on it because that'll help it. Then we will put it in a pan. I'll taste it now and tell me what you think. It's starting to look more right.
No. Mhm.
That it?
That's it. That helped. That helped. What you think?
Yep.
Alright, can we put it in there?
Yep, put it in that pan.
I'll slide it. I touch everything with my disgusting hands. And slide it on here. Ooh. Be careful. Don't want to lose none to the floor. That would be a sad tragedy. So this is it. This is how we do the dressing. And I do think that it turns out delicious. And I like to think that part of why it's so good, of course, not only is it because It's a family recipe, but I think having your hands on it too, you get the magic touch, the special touch, yeah. So, there we are. Pretty, huh? Cleaned up a little bit. Dad did the dishes, bless Dad. And we are back to do the rolls now. Mama's putting out the dough here. I've helped Mom a couple years do this. Hoping I remember so I can be helpful. It's a lot of dough right there.
Yeah. Well, there'll be more tomorrow, but I'll do some more, but this might make it easier. I just thought I've never done it like this before, trying to do it in two days instead of one. And I did freeze them one year, but somehow I can't never manage to get them done ahead of time, and it'd be pointless to freeze them today, so.
True.
All right. So you just grab off some. The trick is, and you decide how big or how little you want them or whatever. It might be a little bit big. Is to get them to, so I do it by folding them in on top of itself like that, and then kind of pinching, and that makes it like a little ball.
Oh.
So, but it's like a skill. You have to be able to do it.
Man, it's sticky too.
It's sticky. Don't be
Is
afraid
that
to
enough?
get enough flour. And then you just kind of push with your thumbs, and then
I had to do that just to keep my. I've never done this, lady. Well, that's not true. I'm like,
it's hard. It's a
I
skill.
did this. I did it last year, and I remember
It's a
running into the
skill.
same
Yeah,
thing.
it's a skill. And you might find out a different way to do it. Some people roll them up. Try rolling it and see if that works better for
Look,
you.
that's not terrible.
That's not terrible. Put it over
It's the
there.
whole. I'm like, I've never done it. I did this last year, the year before with Mom, but I'm
You
just
try
not really
rolling
any
them.
good at it.
Rolling them. Some people do that, but for me, I just do it like I've done it so many years though, and so many. But if you try a different way, you might find a different way it works better.
I will say the interesting thing about this dough is it's real shaggy.
Yeah. Well, it's that oatmeal. It's got oatmeal in it.
It's like real soft and shaggy, and so you're like trying to form something with it, and you're just like.
Think how many years I've been doing this.
Ever since I remember.
Long time. So
Where'd you get this recipe from?
I got this recipe from the Southern Living, Miss Cindy, when I was back when y'all were little. She would get me magazines and like subscriptions because she thought I was shut up at home with two little ones. Which but it was the joy of my life. Anyway, she wanted me to have an outlet, I guess. So anyway, she'd get me different magazine subscriptions, and one of them was Southern Living, and a little fancy for my taste, but they did have recipes in them that I would try. So one time I seen this one. I think her name's Carol Barclay, and one of you kind people out there sent me her obituary. She's passed away now, but she was known for her recipes, for making recipes. And so she had submitted this to the Southern Living people, and they liked it so much they published it. And it's oatmeal dinner rolls. Well, what made me want to try it was two things. I love bread, so there's that. I just love bread. And then it had brown sugar in it, and I just love brown sugar. And it had oatmeal in it, and I thought, that's really unique. So I tried them I probably made them the first time just for our first, like Thanksgiving at Granny's, when we'd all go there instead of coming here. And they were just such a hit. Everybody loved them, and we...
It's my baby monitor.
Sorry, I don't know.
Let me go figure out about that.
And we loved them, and I've been making them ever since.
I don't know.
Kind of weird interference with something, maybe.
I don't know. She's acting like you don't want to connect.
Oh.
Let me turn it off and turn it on again with my nasty dough hands.
Alright. Anyway.
Well, the power flipped earlier, so it's very possible that that's what happened. Yeah, he's still sleeping
Still
away.
there. Let me get us another tray. Her rolls have brought many good times, good feelings at the Pressley household.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And the Wilson combined with them, and even the next generation, like they've got the older kids, the great grandkids of grannies have got big enough to where they know I'm going to have rolls. They want the rolls.
That's what they ask for.
They ask for the rolls. They're big enough now. The oldest ones. Sweet. And the little ones will be like that too.
Well, and fun too, because it's also my cousin, her husband likes them, and then one time her husband's mom came and she likes them, so she knows. She's like, give me one of those rolls, bring it home, give me one of those. It's sweet. It's just a fun.
Yeah, Zach loves them.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah, he loves. They are good though. I love them.
Oh my
And I don't
gosh.
know why I don't make them more often, because especially if you do a one batch like this, it doesn't take that long. Now usually on Thanksgiving and Christmas I'll do a double batch. It's not hard, it's just time consuming, and then time consuming to cook all of them when you're trying to hurry and cook the dressing and the sweet potatoes and everything else.
True.
And used to be the turkey, and we've been doing the turkey in our big roaster pan now, so that's saved some of the time that we would spend. There's a little
Doing that.
friend there or something. Yeah.
I'll do this last one here.
There you go.
Yeah, they're my favorite. There's something about these rolls, because you know people love rolls of any kind for any occasion, even if it's not a holiday, and I do too, just like anybody else does. But it's something about these rolls. I guess it's the oatmeal that give them a different taste.
They're just real hearty.
Yeah, they're just really good.
And then there's the sweetness of the brown sugar, which most breads have some sort of sugar, but I think that brown sugar adds a richness.
I think so too. One year, just for fun, you ought to try it with maple sugar.
Good.
Just to see.
Sure, you could try it. That could be yours. You could do that.
Yeah, maple sugar, coconut sugar.
We're going to cover them and let them rise again about 30 minutes, and then we'll be able to bake them, and then we'll have to try one.
Stepped outside here. It's a little bit windy. It's probably about 50 degrees, and the temperature is supposed to drop for the rest of the day. I think it's supposed to probably be like 30 tomorrow for actual Thanksgiving Day. That's what I heard. So it'll be kind of chilly. Maybe everybody in the house, all of us milling around, will kind of keep us all warm. It'll probably heat the house. The rolls are rising for their second rise when they get done. We'll put them in the oven. I'm looking forward to that, because we're, of course, going to eat us a hot roll with some butter and some milk. Mama is about to do the sweet potatoes. And most of the prep for tomorrow will be done, except for the things that we're going to wait and do tonight. The turkey, that kind of thing. And it's midday, so it seems like we've done pretty good timing-wise. I talked to Corey a little while ago. Sounds like things are going good with her too. And I'm just looking forward to the rolls. Came back in, and the sweet potato preparation is well underway. Mama's peeling some of the sweet potatoes. She mentioned that she was going to actually use some of the white sweet potatoes that they grew. So she's going to use...
It smells so good.
Oh, I can smell it from here. She's going to use those, and she said she found 2 other ones, just normal sweet potatoes.
And we just had them. Yeah. 3 need to be used up.
Right, so we'll use those up. But these are the ones that they grew. So that's going to be... it's going to be exciting, but it's also going to be really interesting to see... taste-wise, if there's any difference. I'm thinking there's not really going to be.
Probably not with the sauce that we put on it.
It'll just be visually different.
Yeah, people be like, oh, these are just orange taters, and then they'll bite into it and be like, these are sweet.
Yeah. So
or
is
they'll be
this
saying, where's your sweet potatoes, Tipper? I'll be like, they're there, they're just white.
It's incognito. So this is your water that you're going to put them in.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, Mom. You getting excited?
I am, yeah. Excited we got so much done today.
I know. I was just saying I felt like we'd got a lot done considering it's just midday.
Yeah, we have.
Mama, you've been busy.
Yeah.
I went away for a little bit and did some different stuff, and I came back and this whole pot is full. Wow. You've been chopping in here. So these are going to go on to boil now?
Yeah, just for a very few minutes. Then the rest of cooking will happen in the oven.
Okay. That's okay. Look at these rolls. Mom got these bad boys out of the oven. They cooled a little bit just to where we'd be able to cut one. And we're going to try one. I'm coming in there with you. You know the only thing we're missing, don't you?
What? Milk.
Yep. Get us some glasses. I'm making some up. Oh my gosh, and they're so soft. They just come out, so they're just like the softest of the soft. Ooh, they're like fluffy, pillowy. Mm-hmm. Wow, what a special treat.
Mm-hmm.
This is when they're the best, fresh out of the oven, y'all. Mm-hmm.
Here, baby.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna eat real fast. I'm gonna eat real fast. I really want to eat this.
So good.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
When you first eat them, because I haven't made them in a while, and you're like, oh yeah, no wonder everybody demands these every year.
Mm-hmm. Usually, yeah. Mine needs more butter. Because we're all looking to have heart attacks around here.
Mama, I heard that.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I almost ate mine.
Me too.
I went slower, but I'm in a hurry.
What's really good too is when they're warm like this is to put butter and then sprinkle brown sugar.
Ooh. I gotta go. Glad the rolls are out. I'm glad you made a batch today, and that will help you in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Very exciting.
Yeah, if we don't eat them all.
We won't, I swear I won't eat no more.
No, I mean, I'll eat another one so you can.
I won't. I just wanted one.
We have to eat some with our supper.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
Mm.
I'll go get the little one, and I'll go check on the sweet potatoes. Especially
Check on those sweet potatoes. I'm glad I had the opportunity to try a roll. Got Ira up and came back in here. The sweet potatoes are looking good. That water's about to boil. It's turkey time.
I can't lift it.
Get stand up. You ain't incapacitated. You can lift it, can't you?
I don't think it's hurt too bad. I think it can fly away or run away.
Oh my gosh.
What do you want me to do?
I wanted to salt the underneath part of it, and then I want you to flip it back
What about
over.
the pits?
Yeah,
Get the extra salt in there. Make sure you get the extra salt in there. You two and your shenanigans.
So the way we do our turkey is I found an easy way to do it. I don't know what, Matt, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, something.
12, whatever.
From somebody that said they worked at a place where they had to cook like they had to do a Thanksgiving meal every week for so many months.
Wow.
in the winter or in the fall. I'm tired, I can't talk. Anyway, and I did the recipe, and that's what I've been doing. And this is at night we do this part. We sprinkle it with salt everywhere, put it in the refrigerator, which tonight is going to be our car, and let that salt kind of lets it dry out. So then when we go to cook it in the morning, it'll get crispy. And
when's the butter happen?
the butter happens tomorrow, and
In the
that's
morning?
it. That's all we do.
Get butter.
Yeah, get butter. All right, I think that's good for the turkey.
Yeah, we're gonna put this thing in the car. We don't have enough room in the refrigerator. It's gonna be cold.
I ain't gonna leave the keys in it though.
Are you afraid it might drive off?
Listen, let's
It
put
knows
it.
what day it is.
Wash your hands. Dad.
Listen, let's put it in your truck, and we'll have a Tacoma turkey
Yeah.
for Thanksgiving tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a good thing it's cold outside. So Matt and I are about to do our last tour of the night before we can go to bed. So the turkey's took care of. Now Matt's going to work on his deer roast. So he's got his beautiful roast down in there. It's beautiful. looks like he's got some parsley, some black pepper, and some bone-sucking sauce, and bacon. And then he's got the butter and the garlic over there.
Smells really good in here, guys.
Yeah, it'll smell delicious in the morning when you wake up, or if you get up during the night. It'll smell really great. Looks like he's gonna put some water in it. Both boys are watching us. Meat's deer meat, yeah.
One of these days, boys, Papa won't know what his name is, but he'd sure like some deer meat, so you need to learn how to cook this.
The footage is gonna be really shaky because Ira's shaking. Did you hear him? He says you have to learn how to do it.
You know what'd be really good, Katie, is to use one of those rolls and lick that pan with it.
Oh, yeah. Gotta love the butter and garlic mixture there on top.
There's a little residue left there if you'd like.
See you later. Bye-bye. Papa's cooking. You can't eat it till it's done, but once it gets done, you can eat it, right? Right.
Little honey. You know what honey is, don't you, Betty? Yeah. I like to drizzle just a little bit of honey on it, just for, not very much, but just a little bit of, gives it a little bit of sweetness, but not too much.
We have to wait for it to cook before we can eat it, though.
Can you say, hey, Papa?
Hey, baby.
That was sweet.
You gonna learn how to do this? So you can eat this one day? He didn't get any of this last year, did he?
Probably not. He was too little, but you're big enough now.
You're in for a treat. What you need to do is go back there and sharpen up them teeth tonight so you'll be ready in the morning for some of this. As it cooks, slowly cooks, it'll release more of the juice out of it, and then the fat off the bacon on top will get incorporated into it real good, along with the butter and the garlic, and the whole house will smell good, and it tastes good.
Good morning, everybody. It is Thanksgiving Day. Mama has got another round of rolls rising. Look, it's hot. No, it's not too bad. And here is the deer meat from last night with all that brown bacon. And here we have the dressing that will have to be cooked. Some of the rolls that were already made. And we got some plates and some stuff set out. Looks like Dad is bringing the sweet potatoes up.
Actually, it was under the porch.
It was under the porch?
Yeah.
You put the food under the porch?
We'll get the coon hairs and stuff out of it before we cook it.
Gross.
It was in the refrigerator.
Are you excited about Thanksgiving?
Excited about eating.
Yeah, that's the best part, right?
Yeah.
Mom is starting on the second batch. Mama, I'm gonna let you do these. I helped yesterday, but I'll let you do those. There was a few of them that were small, and that was my fault.
Oh, no.
I just didn't know what I was doing.
You did a good job.
Looks good. You tripping? Falling? Everything is coming together. There's those rolls that Mama got out of the oven, that she made, put in the oven, got out. The tables are being fixed. Most of you who watch our channel know that. If you don't know that, that camera and that light is for my mom's channel, Celebrating Appalachia. So if you don't know. And Ira is already gonna get ready to investigate. Please don't pull that tablecloth off. I know you would. Everything looks good. It smells real good.
I've been up most of the night getting this ready.
You ain't been up most of the night. You went to bed.
I've done every bit of this single-handedly.
Right. What about this woman standing behind me? She probably begs to differ.
Who's that?
Mom!
Oh,
The turkey is over there.
She was here.
Right. You didn't even know. The turkey's over here in this big, I don't know, cooker. Roaster. And we've got some cranberry sauce. These are actually Irish crackers, but man, to me, these are the star of the show. These things are so good. I really like what Mom's done on these tables for these centerpieces. It's real pretty. Looks like the turkey come out, and man, it looks good and it smells good. I like how putting the salt on it makes the skin crispy and crunchy.
We're getting there.
You excited?
I'm excited.
T-minus 30 minutes until everyone's supposed to arrive.
Yeah, probably more like 15 because people will be getting here early, so
Yeah.
it'll be
Yay.
fun. Yeah,
I just talked to Corey on the phone. She said she's about to head up here.
good.
Oh, it's easier to drive around New York City than it is to drive around the island. Even if we're not 10 of them done.
Oh no!
Did you remember your cranberry?
Huh?
Did you remember the
Yeah, I got it. Is that done? That's it, forgot the gravy. I made gravy off the turkey drippings and then didn't
Pretty good eating. Pretty good eating. If I eat all this, I'll be in a coma.
Your pie. Alright, you finish chewing that up and then you can have this. This isn't very small.
Just a small piece, because I'm real full.
Oh, here.
Maybe 10 miles away.
Well, then, really quick. So you need to eat this piece of ham.
Better like that.
Yeah.
Comes here.
My phone, her name is
Happy Thanksgiving. That'll work. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm full. I'm full too. It's been a really nice day, hasn't it? It's cold. It got really cold in the last couple days. So this is how many days after Thanksgiving? Today's Saturday. Two days after Thanksgiving, and we've just been spending time with family, eating lots of leftovers. Oh yeah. Lots of leftovers, and Austin actually decided to go to the urgent care this morning, and he found out that he had a double ear infection and a sinus infection, and so that's why he wasn't feeling good. That's why he wasn't getting any better, and he got medicine, of course, so he should be on the mend quickly. The only good thing about it, not that it's great, but the only good thing is those things are not contagious, and so that kind of confirmed my suspicion. I didn't think that whatever he had was contagious, but now we know for sure that it's not. Secondary infection. We wanted to film, like I wanted to end the video like at, at our house Thanksgiving night, and I think the biggest reason why I didn't was all my family was there and they were leaving, and I wanted to be able to tell them bye, and I wanted to be able to spend all my time with them. Yeah. And I just got so wrapped up into the family time that I was like, we'll just end the video 2 days later. I'm not going to waste any of this precious time. One of our family members, him and his wife, flew all the way from New Hampshire, and they went back. They're going back today. Today, yeah. They had to get up at 4 a.m. They're already on the flight. Yeah, they may be back by now. They may be driving. They fly in maybe to Providence, and then they have about a 3-hour drive. You're like, wow, you know where they live. Only because they told me they live in, they're only like an hour from the Canadian border. So they live in very far New Hampshire. I was so excited that they got to come. They have a 6-month-old now. Yeah, their little boy. No one has seen yet, yep. So we got to see him. We all met him for the first time. Absolutely 100% the cutest and most darling, just like you would believe. The sweetest, cutest little boy. Another blue-eyed little boy. There's lots of blue-eyed little boys. So. And it's funny, I was thinking, and you're probably like, duh, but it's all boys. All of us cousins, it's all boys, but there's 3 girls. And it's funny, the girls are not separated. Like everybody has boys except 2 of our cousin Ben and his wife, and they have 3 girls. But all the rest of us cousins all have boys. Yeah, cousin April has 2 boys. Mark has 2 boys. We have a boy. We have a boy apiece, and they're all actually very close in age. All of them, within just a year or 6 months apart. It was a lot of fun. Our cousin April, they didn't come for Thanksgiving, but they're going to come for Christmas. Her husband is doing residency work. He for his medical degree, and so they couldn't do both. Yeah. So they chose Christmas. And I thought I was like, I would do that too. That was up to me. I feel like I would have chose that holiday. So
I really miss them there.
Yeah,
I
we
really
missed
did,
them.
but
It was so nice having Granny there.
yeah, I'm looking forward to. We'll see them at Christmas.
Yeah, absolutely.
Granny did get to come, and
That was special.
yeah, she stayed.
Oh, it's okay, buddy.
She stayed longer than what I thought she would.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Sorry,
was
it's
good.
just been that kind of day for me. As soon as I got up, I was like, I'm just gonna cry all day. You know, she's not doing all that great, so just keep praying for her, keep her in your thoughts. But you know, you gotta hold on to the little things, and I was super glad that she got to come, and super glad she stayed for a little while, and that she got to meet the baby,
Yeah, she
and
got to meet the baby, and she
see
got
our
to-
family that lives so far away.
Yeah, that was so important. And when Uncle Steve said the blessing over the food, I was kind of kneeling in the floor and kind of around the new baby and around Woody and Ira. But I was right there. She was sitting in Dad's rocking chair, so I was right there, kind of at her feet, and it was just sweet because when they, said the blessing, I opened my eyes and looked, and she was looking at me, and I put my hand on her knee and smiled at her, and she smiled at me, and that was just sweet. Sometimes there's things that sort of will be burned in your memory in a good way, and so that was a really sweet moment, and I was just glad she got to be there. So,
Me too. We gotta hold on to the positive things.
oh yeah,
And
kind of like I said earlier in the video, there's so much to be thankful for, even amid
Yes.
chaos or hard times or sad times.
loss, yeah, there's
There's so much, and even in terms of Granny, we don't want her to be sick, and when you have cancer and things like that, it's so hard because it's touch and go, but then too, she's 80 something years old, so just the celebration of she's lived so long, of course she has a testimony of faith, and she says she's had a
Yes.
good life, and
yes.
that we're almost 30, we're going on 30 years old, and we still have our grandma that close to us. There's not
very
many
rare.
people who have that.
It's very, very rare. It's very rare, for some really tragic cases that people have their parents that long, that people have their community and their family. Like, yeah, it's super.
Austin,
Super
growing
lucky.
up, they lived further away from their grandparents, but then most of them, he only has one grandma still living. When I met him several years ago, a lot of his grandparents passed away when he was really young, so.
That's tough. The same thing happened with Dad. Some of his grandparents passed away when he was really young, and so we have a lot to be thankful for.
It was a nice
Picking up some wind.
Thanksgiving. Oh yeah, we're getting some wind. Interesting Thanksgiving with Austin being sick and the fleas.
Sometimes, man, everything
all
kind of
hits at
hits you,
once.
but everybody is good. Otherwise, the boys are healthy. Everybody
yeah.
else is doing great. Poor Austin, he's gonna get better though.
yeah.
It's just a temporary.
He's not really felt that bad, honestly. Which you might be like, how? But last night really was the first time his ear started hurting. I was like, well, you just need to. I'll take you to urgent care tomorrow. And he's like, I can go. I was like, okay. So he drove to urgent care. Yeah, he got a lot of ear infections when he was a kid, and he had tubes several times.
Might just be a reoccurrence of some sort of problem.
Well, he had a cold a while back ago, and sometimes you think you're over that, and it's like it just lays dormant. So
It hangs out. Before we end this video, of course, this is our Thanksgiving vlog. We will do a Christmas vlog. Sometimes the Christmas vlog seems similar because we kind of do the same thing. Maybe different family, like one cousin's going to come this time, the other cousin's not going to come, but it's similar. We kind of eat the same things. We kind of do the same things. I'm looking forward to maybe, starting some traditions of my own with Ira. Just, maybe some little different something. But before we end the video, we're going to have to because it's cold and
it's like 20 something out here. Right
yeah,
now.
it's nap time. We got to go do whatever we got to do. But I give a shout out on Mom and Dad's Thanksgiving video. It's going to be somewhat similar, of course, to this one. Some of the same footage, some of the same food prep. But I want to say hey to our friends in New York. My friend Ingelor, I just hope I'm saying her name right. Ingelor and Adolf. I could spell it, I think that could be really close. We love you. We're glad that you're watching our channel.
You're in our prayers. You have been for a long time.
You have. And do the crying stuff. No more crying. Gosh.
Something about
So
after having
thankful.
a baby makes you cry so
I know I
easily.
could just cry anyway because you see the world through this absolutely
Different
beautiful, precious little, eyes and hands and heart of a child, but you also see how fleeting and how fragile and how important every single moment is. To be thankful for your friends, for your family, to tell everybody that you love them, and thank God for all the good stuff that He's done. So, I think that's it. We just sign off here, go get warm. Look, be looking for the Christmas vlog. We're gonna have that one here, but I don't know. Mom and Dad will film it. I don't know if we will, but we're gonna have a Christmas party with Dad's side of the family too. So lots of fun holiday stuff coming
That we'd love to share with you.
that we'd love to share. So I hope the wind's not been terrible.
I think
Even if it has, that's just too bad. Come on, wind, stay still. Quit doing it for a minute. Wind, go away. We don't want you here today. It's like not even all that windy. It was so windy. What was that, yesterday? Yesterday when the wind, was it? I guess. I was coming down the driveway and the wind was pushing at my back. I honest to goodness felt like I needed to start doing some of this. Like, don't push me over. Okay, God bless you. God keep you.
See you on the next one.
Bye, guys. Bye.